covering the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. This is the X Sports Network.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary Care by One Stop Medical at its best.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit southerncraftmfg.com.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf, a premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort, a one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability, finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
When it's time to build a home, remodel, or add on, Hamby Builders is this area's experienced construction company. From site selections to floors, doors, windows, trim, tile, bathrooms, and kitchen, the Hamby Builders team can make your home the home of your dreams. Hamby Builders is licensed and insured with over 20 years of experience in homes in Giles, Lawrence, Wayne, and Murray counties. Trust your home construction or light commercial project to the team with experience and integrity. Hamby Builders. Call 931-629-5264 or 931-629-9472 today.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services. Along with personal income tax prep, we also offer tax preparation for corporations and partnerships. If you're a small business and looking for some extra help, give us a shout and we'll get you fixed up. Call Mary Beth Smith, Marion Matthews, Brooklyn Bates, or Michelle Staggs to find out how we can help you. Located at 208 Pulaski Street, phone 931-244-6633.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
At Murray Regional Health, you'll find the expertise and technology available in larger cities, paired with the personalized and compassionate care you deserve. As the largest health system between Nashville and Huntsville, we have a medical staff of more than 200 physicians across an array of specialties, ranging from primary care to robotic surgery. They lead skilled teams of nurses and other clinical experts that diagnose and treat conditions with advanced technology. Murray Regional Health, where clinical excellence meets compassionate care.
This is the X Sports Network.
Well, welcome back to Summertown High School for this varsity action between the hometown Lady Eagles of Summertown will be playing the visiting team, the Loretto Lady Mustangs. Loretto come off of a victory on Tuesday night in district against Mount Pleasant. Summertown's coming off 2 big victories this week, beating the inter-county team, Lawrence County Wildcats, 3-0, and then doing the same thing again on Tuesday night against a district team opponent in Hampshire. And Tommy at the JV kind of set us up. I hope the varsity's just like that.
Yeah, that was, if this is the main event, that was a good good opener. Got the crowd warmed up.
Yeah. I do think, Summertown coming in with a little momentum. Loretta's still trying to make some adjustments for thoughts and prayers with Anna Kate and her family. She's facing that ACL surgery and to get her back to 100%. And so this is a long season. You got to keep grinding and figure out some things towards the end, and I think that's true for both teams tonight.
Yeah, and even, it's something that any team can face at any time, and if you're coaching, you got to say, hey, I got a good team, what am I going to do if someone goes down?
And I think that's how important you and I talked about in the JV game. That's where you set up, you're ready for that next level, because you're just a few things away from, hey, you're next.
Yeah, next man up.
You got to be ready, and that's what you go to practice every day to put that effort in, and coaching, 2 great coaching staffs here and so they getting these teams ready. And this is not going to be the last time we play each other this year. Got one more district game, and I would assume probably down the road we'll probably see each other again after that.
Yeah, first of many right here. Really too many if you're Lawrence, or if you're Loretto and Summertown fans. You don't want to drive to Memphis like we've done before and be like, oh boy, y'all again.
I've always said that, and AJ talked about that. Let's just meet in a neutral place and just send the money somewhere,
We would love that.
So there again, Tommy, this a good crowd here tonight. Wouldn't expect anything else, and both sides. I'm sure this is going to be animated back and forth, but a lot going on here. Loretto looks like they're going to start out with Sanderson on the front. We got Avery Cheatham, sister of Anna Cade and Miss Tate Newton, Shannon Fisher, Taylor Laws, and Miss Winters on the back. And I'll try to get all these Summertown ladies here. Gillum looks like she's going to serve it up first
Gillum
here
up
for us.
Serve, and there's Brown, Garland, and Mason on the front row. Zoe Bonner setting, and Annalie Kelly as the libero.
So I'm Malin Fisher beside Mr. Tommy Emerson, our producer extraordinary, Mr. Kevin Wright, and we're ready to go. Gillum gets it over. Fisher going to pass that one up. Newton over here to Avery Cheatham, going to get a hit. It's going to be dug out. That's going to fall down for a point. I don't think anybody touched that, Tommy.
No, it just close enough on the line and snuck over the net. Weird play, but scores for Summertown.
It doesn't matter how weird it is, I don't guess. But Gillum back still on the serve. Ball's dug out. Passed up by Fisher Winters. Sanderson gets a swing and going to hit that in a little long out the back. She's a freshman this year. New to our program also, Bella Grace Sanderson.
Gillum's got that left-handed float serve.
So Gillum back to serve it up.
The down ref has noticed there's some flash photography in the front row, and they're gonna go tell them.
See, that's what I got you, Tommy. That's the reason why you.
Hey, that is actually not the first time this season that someone's had to say, hey, stop blinding the players. So
Gillum, Fisher going to pass that one up. Cheatham just gets it over. Dugout ball in the air. Garland going to tip it, and I don't think it ever got over. I think Izzy tried to tip that. I don't know that it ever made it over.
Yeah, no.
Billy Lou Mason was there also. Zoe Bonner and all of them was in that area. Winters service area. Going to turn it right back to the Lady Eagles. The Eagles went. Kelly go back on the serve.
Emerson in for Brown for Summertown.
You know a little bit about that. Winters passes it up. Newton with a set. Corbin, big swing. And whoo, that's hot. Off of Gillum. Whoo. That's one of those, Tommy, I'm too old for.
Yeah, you just got to hope that the blocker gets a hand on it.
Yeah, and you stated that earlier in the JV game, how important that is.
Yeah.
Potts comes in. Tibble will also check in. Out will be Newton and Cheatham. Potts will be back to serve for the Lady Mustangs. Good serve. Dug out by Kelly. Bonner sets it up the front. Garland just going to tip it over. Winters. Corbin just going to give a tip on it and down for the kill right in front of Bonner.
That's a change-up because when you've hit it 100 miles an hour off someone and then you just tip it over, no one knows what to expect.
It's a very good point, Tommy. Potts still on the serve. Ball's up. Gillum going to get it up in the air. Bonner going to push it over here. Emerson, good swing on it. Winter's going to dig it out, though. Potts over here. Sanderson just going to bump that one back over. Kelly going to dig it out. Bonner and Laws. Somebody's in the net over here.
13, that's Corbin. You say Corbin's in the net there.
Yeah, I just seen the net moving. I didn't exactly know who.
Rick's in for Mason.
So Mason take a seat. Rick serves it up. Potts gets it back to the middle. Tibble's just going to get it over. Emerson going to set it up. Bonner. Emerson, nice hit down. Millie Emerson for her first kill here today.
That connection's getting stronger. They're getting a lot more minutes together.
Ricks gets it over. Winters pushes it to the front. Potts over to Corbin. Just going to have to get it over. Dug out by Kelly. Bonner. Swing there, but dug out. Ball in the air again. Tibble just going to get it over. On the backside, Bonner. Emerson, nice set. Good job of Winters getting it up. Potts over here to Sanderson. Sanderson's just going to hit it down. Nice hustle. Ball still in the air by Kelly. And a nice hustle by Gillum, but it's down.
Yep. Just not enough air on it.
Yeah. Never give up on it, though, and they didn't do that. Out goes Laws and Sanderson's. In comes Bennett and Surratt. Surratt will go back to serve it up. Ball in the air. It's over. Kelly pushes it to the front. Bonner going to do a back set, and Garland. It's blocked down by Mallory Corbin.
That ball was going out, but Summertown just couldn't resist trying to get a hand on it.
Surratt, we're all squared at 5 here. Kelly, Bonner, Emerson just has to tip it. Tibble gets it in the air. Potts pushes it over here. Bennett, big swing and down. Hey, a kill for Bennett, her first. Second kill for Loretto. Surratt gets it over. Kelly, little miss from Jason. Bonner gets it up. Emerson, nice hit off Potts, and that's going to be her second kill of this first set for Millie.
She's got the 2 blockers staring her down, so she's going to have to be creative when she's hitting.
She hit around that. Number 26 comes into the game here.
It's Ainsley Bonner, who has been released apparently today because she does not play front row.
Garland serves it
up. Knee
injury.
Yep. So
big swing there by Corbin. Nice job by Ainsley Bonner. Back at her. Dug out by Izzy Garland. A lot of action at the net. We're going to get somebody in the net. And that's a 50-50 one there, Tommy.
Yeah.
So Loretto will take their first lead here today, 7-6. Back and forth. Corbin will go back to serve. Fisher has come in. Winters being a little barrel. Tucker out. Garland gets it up in the air. Bonner. Emerson, that's going to be off of Bennett for her. Another kill for Millie. I have her having 3 already.
Yep.
All of our stats here at the X-Sports lesson, unless you're A.J. Good, it's just we get close. Emerson back to serve and service error.
Can't have that.
Well, first set, trying to fill everything out here. Newton in. Out goes Tibble. Out goes Potts. In comes Cheatham. In comes Newton. So Newton on the serve. It's over. Kelly pushes it to the front. Bonner to the other Bonner. Ainsley Bonner. Newton over here to Bennett. Big swing and down. Nice block by Brown. And maybe Bonner also in down there, I think, maybe.
Probably, but I know Brown has.
I think Brown may have got the brunt of that one.
Yeah, Brown has owned the net in the last game. That'll be a good matchup this game to see if she can continue that.
Yeah, that's a good start. 5-5. Fisher passes it up. Newton. Cheatham. Down. I think it hit the antenna. They're calling antenna. Nobody's stopping their match here.
The line judge is trying to call it. No one's looking at him.
And so we just played for just like trying to figure things out for a minute there, I guess. Maybe.
I don't know if it's because she's wearing camouflage or what, but she was on it. So
Surratt gets it up in the air. Fisher going to pass that into the front. Newton just going to send it over for a free ball. Kelly over to Bonner. Wakes that over here to her sister, and that's going to be long. So trading points back and forth, kind of like the JV did earlier.
That's the first hit Bonner has taken since the SmackDown tournament, so there's probably going to be a little rust there.
Well, it's good to see her back out there. It might take her a minute to get back in the groove. Laws going to serve it up here. Service error, Mark goes back to Summertown. I think so far from both sides, that's the third service error. It's 2 for Loretto, I know. 1, I know Gillum back for her second stint at serving. Gillum gets it over. That's short. Nice job by Winters. Headed down. Communication between Gillum and Garland there.
Yeah, I think that's what Coach Kelly is saying. Hey, it's legal to hit it when they hit it over to you.
Yeah. Very good serve, though, and Winters made a nice dig out.
Yeah. That's why you make those hustle plays. Stuff like that happens.
Winters gets it over. Kelly passes it up. Bonner pushes it over here to Garland. She's going to get a swing up. Dug out by Winters. Bonner. Brown sets it over at Garland. Going to swing again. Blocked back and again by Corbin and Cheatham. She's going to tip that one and down right in front of Newton.
Well, Summertown scored, but you sure don't like your big hitter setting your other outside hitter that many times in one set.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
Yeah.
In the JV matchup. Kelly. Loretto has a player down here.
I can't even see it from here.
So yeah, I don't know, kind of went down awkward. And so, I don't know what
It's not what either team needs.
No,
it's
too early for injuries. You know, our sister went down, in the Lawrence County game in the 4th set, and so I thought maybe she just tweaked something there just to.
She just rolled it right there. I watched it. Just kind of rolled over it.
And so we'll
walking backwards and rolled over.
An injury timeout here. I don't know exactly how long. We'll take a quick break if that's all right with Kevin here, and then we'll be back. Let's sort this out.
Shop McMaster's Home Gallery for furniture, appliances, and more. And shop quality, shop convenience, shop service, shop local. A family-owned business with a long history of serving the region. We're a one-stop home furnishings destination. We feature brands you know, competitively priced, backed by professional installation and service. You can trust that we'll take good care of you before and after the sale. For your home, shop smart. Shop McMaster's Home Gallery today.
Nobody makes hauling more affordable than C&D Hauling. Serving southern Middle Tennessee and northern Alabama, they supply premium materials like asphalt, sand, gravel, and much more for whoever needs it, like contractors, builders, or homeowners. Call today for a free quote.
We're back here on the X-Sports Network out of an injury timeout. Avery Cheatham went down there. Good job by the officials to sort that out. Summertown Lady Eagles leading this 11-10. Kelly on the serve. Winters passes it up. Newton. Big swing by Corbin, but blocked back by Emerson. Newton tipping down. Gillum come in, but just a little short. Nice job by Mallory Corbin finding that soft spot. She's did that twice already, Tommy.
It's true, and Summertown's usually does a really good job of cupping, but nobody was there. I think they expect her to hammer it every time, and they've got to know that she does.
Gillum was just a bit late on that. Potts back to serve it up. Kelly passes to the front. Bonner shoves it over. Emerson, big hit. Laws is there, but Millie with another kill. So back and forth we go.
Just work off simple plays. That's what both teams have big hitters in. That's
Ricks,
what they need
the
to
left-handed server in. Winters. Potts going to push it over here. Tibble just going to send a free ball over and just mismeasures that one. Summertown going to take a 2-point lead.
Could be huge in this game. 2 points.
Yeah. So Ricks, another left-hander you guys got it.
Yep.
Going to try it over here. Corbin going to dig that one out. Potts going to send it over here. Tibble just gets it over. Gillum, Bonner, Emerson going to tip it. Corbin gets it up in the air. Nice job there by Garland. Back and forth. Millie Bonner, Garland, and down for the kill.
That was pretty smart there by Bonner. She had the C set Emerson hit earlier that was blocked, and the blocker went with Emerson on that and left Garland open on the side. That's how that play is supposed to work.
And Garland's been getting warm. That's going to be tipped over by Emerson. Nice job by Sanderson. Dug out by Gillum. Garland going to hit it again. Law's going to bat it over. Bonner. Kelly going to send it way over here. Garland going to hit it. Dug out by Laws. Tip by Corbin again. Garland going to get it up, and that's 3 kills for Mallory Corbin. That's her 4th, but 3 just hit the soft spot.
Yeah, she's killing them with just tapping it over. So
14-12. Surratt gets it over. Kelly passes it up, and just a little bit hard on the pass.
Yep.
So 14-13, Surratt back to serve it up. It's over. Dug out by Ricks. Bonner, big hit there by Emerson. Nice set, nice kill. What did he call it, Tommy?
Called in the net. Millie Emerson called in the net. So
I'll be honest with you, I didn't see that. Surratt still on serve. We tied up. Kelly passes in front. Bonner over here to Emerson, and she'll get that kill off the hands of Tidwell. Yeah, but there's her 5th. Cornelius, you said earlier, had some varsity minutes, checking in back into the game here.
Yeah, they
Gillum will take a seat.
They like her blocking.
Garland back to serve it up, and just long, and so trading points back, 15 all.
Game this close, neither team can afford many of those.
Yeah. I think in any sport you just want to keep it close. Mallory, nice hard serve. That's going to be an ace. That's going to be off the hands of Rick. So 16-15. Trading punches back, 4th. Corbin serves again. That's going to be long. So just like that, we're all squared again.
That's another one of them high risk, high reward missile serves. If you get it in, it's hard to handle, but if you don't, it's guaranteed out.
Kelly's out. Brown's back in. Emerson back to serve. Bennett over to Potts. Tidwell just going to have to tip it up in the air. Garland. Bonner. Cornelius. Nice job by Potts digging that out. Just gets it over Surratt. Brown comes diving in for the dig. Back row hit by Emerson. Just going to be long. I think she wanted that one, Tommy.
Yeah. That's fairly new. They haven't set her on the back row much, and she looked ready, but she didn't hit it like she was.
I would assume that's a whole different timing deal. Newton over to Garland. Bonner gets it over here to Brown. That's dug out by Surratt. Bennett, big swing, down and out. So just like that, 18-16. Cheatham coming back in, good to see that.
Yeah.
Out goes Potts. So Newton back to serve it up. All's over. Dug out by Garland. Bonner going to send it over. Big hit by Brown, but blocked down. Welcome back, Avery Cheatham. That has to feel good, I guess.
Not just back in the game, but back in the game and effective.
Yes. That's a good swing, go. I mean, there again, good pass, good set.
Yeah, you just have to live with them making the play.
Sure. 19-16. Dug out by Ricks. Long way for Bonner to come, and Brown's going to try to do something with that. And I think that went on the other side of it. So 2016, Coach Andrew Kelly wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. We're watching high school girls volleyball here on the Red Sports Network.
Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
This is the X Sports Network.
We're back here on the X Sports Network. Loretto Lady Mustangs winning this first set, 2016 so far. They're on the backside here, Tommy, and it's just a game of momentum sometimes. They've been back and forth the whole set. Garland gets it over. Bonner pushes over. Nice job by Brown just to get it over. Winter's going to bump this one up to the front. Bennett going to take a swing at it and down in front of Garland. Did that come off the top of the net? That was kind of weird acting, really.
No, I think it was like a little floater that the blockers missed, and so it was on Garland faster than she could see it for some reason.
21-16, Newton gets it over. Off the hands of Kelly. I think her and Garland got a little confusion there.
Yep. It's just one of those when it rains, it pours play, because Summertown is doing nothing right in this set.
22-16. And the service error, 22-17. That's just a game of momentum. Number 13, Ellie Lou Mason checks back in for the Lady Eagles. Number 5, Zoe Bonner back to serve it up. The ball's in the air. Surratt will push that into the front. Newton, Bennett, and down for the kill. It's Haley Bennett.
For Summertown, you gotta have a blocker. You can't let them hit like it's warm-ups.
Yeah, just a little bit late getting there, Tommy, on that one, and Bennett exposed that. Taylor Laws back to serve it up for the Lady Mustangs. Service error, 23-18. I have that being the 7th service error between the two teams. So Gillum, this is her 3rd time back in this rotation serving. 23-18 here, 5-point lead by the Lady Mustangs, which seems like a lot, but it's really not in volleyball. All over, Fisher going to pass that one up. Newton going to get over to Cheatham. She's just going to have to punch it over. Brown blocks it. Sanderson gets it in the air. Cheatham just going to send it over. Gillum, Bonner, Garland, dug out by Winters. Newton, Sanderson just going to push that one deep. Kelly, nice hustle. Bonner gets in the air. Garland just send it over. Pass up by Winters. Fisher tips it. Dug out by Bonner. Over here. 13 going to send it deep. Nice hustle there. Cleveland Mason sends it deep, but Winters digs it out. Fisher sends it deep. Kelly, she's under it. Garland going to push it back to the middle. Ellie Mason gets it over. Winters digs it out. Newton, Cheatham on the line. Kelly, what a play. Down and blocked. And so got somebody in the net.
Yeah, that pass just took Zoe Bonner into the net. She dug it out, but she was too close to it and says she touched it. So
if I kept going, Tommy, I was going to have to hand it over to you. I was about to run out there. Winters gets it over. Dug out by Gillum. Bonner. Nice job by Garland just getting it over. Winters. Newton. Corbin with the kill. Mallory Corbin. Loretto takes set number 1. 24-18. Tommy, this game's way far from being over with. We'll be back with set number 2. You're watching high school girls volleyball here on the X Sports Network.
At Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, we're proud to be locally owned and operated because we're not just a bank, we're family. When you call, you'll be greeted by a friendly representative who's ready to discuss your banking needs, as well as offer our competitive rates on CDs and money market accounts. Our loan decisions are made in-house and never sold to a secondary market because our commitment is simple. You matter to us. At Lawrenceburg Federal, we offer all the conveniences of larger banks with a personal touch. Join us at Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, where community, trust, and service come together.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you, as an employee, a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Summertown High School, the home of the Lady Eagles and the Eagles. We're in the Eagles' nest, Tommy, and what a great first set. Maybe Summertown may not have played their best, but I've been watching Loretto this year, and that's maybe one of the better sets I've seen them play in a while. So both teams are eager for this.
Yeah, both teams will be ready.
Nice job there by Ellie Mason, just finding that soft spot. So the Lady Eagles, like they did last set, took a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, I was telling someone today, even if Loretta's down half their team, whatever team's here is going to play hard. Same for Summertown.
That's it.
This game is going to bring it out in both teams.
Kelly serves it up. Laws to Newton. Sanderson, big swing. And Ellie Lee was just kind of hung out to dry on that. First kill for the second set for the Lady Mustangs.
Yeah, that was a miracle. It was dug out. So.
Yes. Yeah, a great effort. I think was Gillum on the end of that dig there?
Yeah, she's made a lot of those plays.
Winters gets it over. Kelly pushes the front. Bonner. Garland. Blocked back by Corbin. Dug out by Ellie Mason. Corbin tips it over again and just runs out of gas on that one. Back and forth there. Lady Eagles take a 2-1 lead. Hey, this is a race to 3, and I wouldn't be a shocked bit this didn't go 5 sets. Ricks gets it over Winters, and good heads-up play by Millie Emerson comes in, set 2, and gets her first kill.
I think the way Summertown played that first game, they would love to see a game 5 because that means they were still in it. So they're thinking, hope it ain't 3.
I hope I'm not biased when I call these games. I think both these teams work hard, and they could, any given time, one get a little edge, and Sanderson gets it, and that's down. That might have been out, but nice hustle there by Laws. Emerson, nice direction, and just gets it down for her second kill. So quickly, 4-1 lead here by the Lady Eagles. I'm sure Andrew Kelly made some adjustments, or some attitude adjustments.
Some attitude adjustments, player adjustments.
So Ricks is going to make a service error, and it's going to bring us back 4-2. That's part of coaching.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Tibble comes in. Out goes Newton. Out goes Cheatham. In comes Potts. So in the front row of the Lady Mustangs, you got Sanderson, Corbin, and Tidwell. Potts back to serve it up. Bonner, Garland, and Emerson on the front. Just had to get that and over. Big hit blocked there, but nice dig. Bonner has it. Kelly sends it to the front. Garland gets a hit on it. We're going to get somebody in the net.
On Loretto in the net. Those are some big plays in this game.
They called number 5 in the net.
Yeah, erased by net calls. So
we've had several of them so far. Trying to figure out who number 5 was for Loretto. Anyway. Corbin gets it in the air. Potts. Tidwell just tips it up in the air by Ricks. Over here by Bonner. Nice job there by her sister. Winters out of nowhere with a dig. Bonner, Emerson, Potts gets it up in the air. Tidwell pass it over. Sanderson gets a little swing on it. Dug out by Garland. Again here. Out on top of the net. Sanderson somehow, but she's going to be over the line.
So that down ref is very picky with those net calls.
He said the hand. I'm like you early to JV, Tommy. That's sometimes the hustle of that has to take over a little bit of that.
They're saying the hustle.
You take away a good kid's up. It doesn't matter which side it is.
Yeah.
So Garland back to serve it up. Lady Eagles win. This is 6-2. Corbin passes it up. Corbin not going to get a good swing on it. That's going to be long. 7-2. So a 5-point lead. Summertown come out with a little bit of fire here this time. Garland. Oh, just going to tie it. Sanderson did all she could do. And so that's going to be 8-2. Loretto take a timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching girls high school volleyball here on the X Sports Network.
Bring your outdoor dreams to life at Loretto Nursery and Landscaping. This one-stop shop can help you get your project done from start to finish. Go see for yourself. They have a wide variety of plants, from tropicals to ferns and trees, plus hanging baskets. What they have to offer goes beyond what looks good. They also supply concrete, mulch, compost, and drainage culverts. Don't forget about their on-lot buildings and chicken coops. You think that's all? You can also stop by to fill up your propane tank. Loretto Nursery and Landscaping has you covered. Stop by 409 South Military Street.
This is the X Sports Network.
We're back here. Tommy, Summertown, I think, couldn't have started any better in this second set.
Yeah, they need a lead. As out of sorts as they looked that first set, they need a buffer here. But we were talking about that net play, the hustle play. I think if the play's not right there at the line, then you just leave it alone. So,
well, we got some whistling activity. I don't know what we're trying to get here. Tommy, I think they want you to come down and take over.
They're asking for a school administrator of some sort.
I don't know.
So they're asking for an athletic director.
We're getting him going that way. I really don't know what's going on here. I've really not seen many people get riled up at volleyball. I mean, people kind of challenge a little bit, but now basketball's a little different animal itself.
Yeah, basketball's been more heated, but I don't know. There's someone complaining.
And this is a disadvantage to either side.
Yeah.
Summertown's on a run. You don't want to. You already had a timeout. This is just delaying that a little more.
Right.
If you understand, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a game of runs, and you stop the run, so.
Well, Garland's still on the serve. Ball's up and over. Corbin, she'll dig that one out. Potts. Corbin, big swing, and that's down on the line. Well, just like that, you take a timeout and a little bit of extended timeout.
They're going to ask if they the ref's worried about the fans in the stand, but they're saying that Corbin was in front of the line, but no one saw it, so it doesn't matter. So
he's more concerned about what happened a while ago, Tommy.
I think the up ref's wanting somebody thrown out, and the volleyball players are trying to play. And
that's it. Surratt dug out by Garland. Emerson blocked by Corbin, but that's going to be down in front.
Yep. Sometimes blocks just send it out and wherever it's on.
So Emerson back to serve it up. It's over. Winters passes it to the front. Potts. Corbin. And down. So a nice block there by Brown and Bonner. Ainsley Bonner back in the game here for another rotation.
Yep. Giving her another chance.
So Emerson back. They leading this in 10-3. Winters. Potts. Tidwell. Dug out by Emerson. Over here to Bonner. The other Bonner. Got it up in the air. Garland will get that and over. Winters. Potts. Corbin. And down. Ricks was there just a half second late.
Yeah. Can't let her go that free to the net.
She hits it off like all these kids a ton.
Yeah.
So.
Or I guess you can. She's just going to hurt someone.
Good job by Tidwell. By Bennett to get that out. Bennett just going to push that over. Dug out by Ricks. Bonner to her sister. Dug out by Corbin, and that's going to go long. So Bonner's going to come in and get a kill. 11-4, your lead here for the Lady Eagles.
So welcome back, Ainsley Bonner. That was a good hit.
That was a very good swing.
And her sister's always hype.
Yep. Zoe back on the serve. Bennett over to Potts. Back to Bennett. Bennett, big swing and down. Brown and Ellie Mason was in position there. Just
I can never tell until the reaction of each team. I can't tell what side of the net those fall on. Yeah,
it falls so straight down sometimes.
It does.
So Newton back to serve it up for the Lady Mustangs. Kelly sends that one to the front. Bonner to Brown. She's just going to tip it. Cheatham, Winters, Bennett swings on it. Dug out by Garland. Bonner to her sister. And that's off the hands of Newton and down. So, yeah, I think she tweaked something again, Tommy.
Yeah.
And so
he was
I think
not
that was
quite
something.
ready, yeah. I think it was either jumping on an angle, but.
You know, your daughter, my daughter, you've been watching this for a long time. This is a pretty demanding sport. You're jumping and from all different angles and landing weird. And
yeah, you are. I mean, it's not just walk up straight, keep your balance. I mean,
and you want to play, but this is a long season, you know, and you want everybody as healthy as you can towards the end for sure. And
yeah, it's her senior year, and I know they were wanting to push it.
Absolutely. Sometimes your body just ain't ready. Gillum. Winters passes that up. Newton has to hustle over Winters. She's going to hit that from the back row. Kelly going to push it to the front. Set. Ellie Lou Mason with a swing. Dug out by Winters. And Fisher and Newton collide.
That's just a screen play that you don't run in volleyball. But I hate when that happens. I mean, like.
Well, you got so much movement. And
yeah. It's almost like a synchronized dance out there.
Gillum. Fisher going to pass that up and pass it over to the other team. Brown just going to shove it back. Fisher up in there. Newton. Cheatham going to tip it. Nice job by Avery Cheatham. And finding the soft spot there, 13-6. I think they was ready for a swing.
Yeah, Summertown, they would want that one back, and they want to set the hitter instead of just trying to flip it over on that one. Sometimes that works, though, but Loretto was ready for that one.
13-6 lead here. The Lady Eagles. Laws serves over, and that's just hit Gillum at the wrong point there for the ace.
Yeah.
The Lady Mustangs, 13-7.
That's just a concentration play at that point.
Yep. Laws serve it up. Kelly passes the front. Fisher going to tip that down. Good job there by Bonner to dig it out. Ellie Mason just gets it over. Newton, Sanderson, big swing, dug out by Kelly. Bonner over to Garland, and that's down the line for the kill. I think I have that Izzy's first one here of the second set.
Summertown needs for her to come alive.
14-7. Summertown has them doubled up right now. Kelly. Laws digs it out. Newton. Sanderson, big swing, but just a little off time there. Point goes to Summertown.
The way she approaches and swings, like, she's going to be a problem. She gets those balls in, they're going to be hard to stop.
Got good technique. Kelly. Back to serve it up. Ball's in the air. Laws. Winter's going to have to give a little help here. Sanderson just going to send it over and down in front of Kelly. You know, Tommy, looking at that volleyball court, it doesn't look too big, but and really that's a lot of ground to cover with 6 people.
Yeah, you just.
Bonner's puts this over. Emerson going to be blocked by Corbin and down. Nice job there by Garland and Emerson. I don't know which one got that.
Yeah, Garland pretty much got both hands and down on that one. So.
I was thinking that was her hands on that. 16-8. Ricks back to serve it up. Ball's over. Cheatham, Newton, Corbin, tip. Gillum there. Corbin takes a swing. That is blocked by Zoe Bonner.
Zoe's going to celebrate.
That's a victory.
She that's normal for her right there. So
Ricks gets it over. Newton going to push it out over here. Sanderson. She's just going to bump it over. Garland to Zoe Bonner. Kelly just going to punch it over. Dug out there by Winters. Newton. Corbin. Nice job there by Gillum. Just shoves it over. Newton. Back set over to Cheatham. Cheatham going to tip it. Gillum gets it up in the air. Bonner back to the middle. Garland just going to bump it over. Winter's going to pass it up. Newton. Corbin going to tip it. Not somehow Gillum gets it in there. Zoe Bonner sends it deep. Winters digs it out. Newton. Sanderson swing. Lock back. Newton gets it up in the air. Corbin going to get that one over. Garland going to put it up here. Bonner going to do a back set over here. Emerson going to tip it. Sanderson gets it up in the air. Somehow Newton gets it over. And Emerson with the kill.
You got to think at some point someone's going to hit it overhand. Someone's going to put a swing on it somewhere.
Yeah, 18-8. And another timeout here taken by the Mustangs. Their second and final one here in set number 2. We'll take it with them. We'll be back here on the X Sports Network.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
This is the X Sports Network.
We're back here on the X Sports Network, and man, Lady Eagles are in control of this second set, 18-8, but it's been still some battling in this. Ricks gets it over, dug out there by Cheatham. Newton. Cheatham going to hit it to no man's land, and that's in. So 18-9, so good timeout there by Loretto. Cheatham will come out. So will Newton, Potts, and Tidwell will check in for the Lady Mustangs. So Potts will go back to serve it up. Ball's over. It'll be dug out by Ricks. Zoe Bonner going to send it to the middle. Garland just going to bump that one over. Corbin going to get it in the air. Set. Corbin going to push it deep. Nice job by Kelly to be in there. Zoe Bonner over here. Emerson, nice kill for her.
That was a good set, keeping her in bounds, because once you push it over there, I mean, you run out of room quick. So
kind of push it away from the blockers there too. So
yeah, the blockers know it's coming, and if they get over there, they'll shut it down. But she just got right in behind them.
Garland back to serve it up on the back stretch here. Corbin gets it in the air. Winters bumps it over here to Tidwell. Tidwell going to get a swing on it. Nice dig by Kelly. Zoe Bonner over here to Cornelius is kicked in the game, and she comes in and gets a kill.
That was, I don't know if that was going to be in or not, but Loretto removed all doubt there, and that was just a good hit by Cornelius.
Yep, good heads up. Ball's over. Dug out. Corbin going to send that way over. Tidwell going to do some work to get it over, and it's just not going to be there.
So both teams sort of mirroring each other in these first couple games. So.
Well, sometimes against good opponents, it's hard to mirror the same effort you do every time.
Yeah.
Garland going to get it. Law's going to dig it out. Newton, Tidwell going to hit that one long. 22-9. Summertown in control so far here in the second set, number 2. Garland, ball in the air, it's over. Corbin. And Tidwell loses. I think it was a little miscommunication between Laws and Tidwell there. And 23-9. 2 points away from taking the second set. Garland. Ball's in the air, it's over. Winters. Laws. Tidwell going to hit way long.
It's just same thing as last game for Summertown. Loretta's just not making simple plays. Starting their offense back from the net, things like that.
Sometimes you got to reset and try to just get it over. Garland, chance to secure set number 2. Potts pushes it over here. Tidwell, tip. Kelly digs it out. Zoe Bonner pushes it over here. Cornelius, a little off time there. Hits that in the net.
Yep.
24-10. In comes Surratt. In comes Bennett. Out goes Sanderson. Out goes Laws.
Zoe Bonner throws a line drive set, so hitters have got to know, start your jump early.
Yep. Ball's in the air by Ricks. Garland. Cornelius gets it over. Winters digs it out. Potts pushes it over here to Bennett. Bennett tipped off the hands of Zoe Bonner. Nice set. Emerson with the kill to secure set number 2. The Lady Eagles will take this one 25-10. Tommy, set number 3 ought to be exciting. We'll be back with it here just after these messages here on the X Sports Network.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
What really matters during the ball game, as a coach, you have one goal, and that is to get the best and the most out of each player. You have to know what's inside of them to be able to get that out of them. In Ephesians 3 and verse 20, the Bible says, "Now to him who is able to do far more abundantly than all we ask or think, according to the power that is at work within us." There's a power within us. God is trying to get the best out of us. Will you let him today? And that message brought to you by your friends at the Leoma Church of Christ.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
This is the X Sports Network.
We're back here on the X Sports Network, coming to you live here from the Eagles Nest here at the site of Summertown High School in Gillum. We'll be back to serve it up here to start set 3. And that's an ace right between Laws and Fisher. And I think all 3 sets, Summertown has started out 1-0, at least, Tommy.
Yeah.
I'm Matt Fisher along beside Mr. Tommy Emerson. Man, what a honor it's been to be here to call these games. Gillum. Fisher going to pass that one up. Newton. Cheatham just going to tip it over. Gillum there to get it. Bonner back set over here to Ellie Moo Mason, and she's going to get just a little much of that one.
Yeah. But that's what you want for Summertown. Just move the ball along the net and set up your hitters. And for Loretto, you gotta, if you don't get the block, you just got to hope that that happens and it goes out of bounds.
Well, you know, that's a good swing by Mason, just a bit long.
Yeah.
Winters. Kelly going to pass that up. Bonner try to quick tip it over. Bonner gets it in the air. Gillum going to make it hard. And just kind of left Brown out the dry on that one.
Yeah, your libero sets, it's with the bump set, it's harder to control. You want your setter not taking the first ball.
Good hustle by Brown, just couldn't get it back. Kelly passes it up. Bonner. Ellie Mason just tips it over. Newton over here to Sanderson. She's just going to punch that one up in the air by Bonner. Kelly. Garland. Laws digs it out. Newton. Big swing by Sanderson. Good job there by Garland. Garland going to get a swing on it now. That's going to be long. So both teams, the intensity has been here for both sets. Tommy, from both teams. I know Summertown didn't play well in the first, but they did the second. But Loretto kept scratching, you know. Brown, Winters, dug out by Law. Just got to get that over. Corbin hits it deep. Kelly digs it out. Bonner, Mason, and just not hardly getting on top of it.
Yeah, if you're Loretto, your best play is to just let Summertown get a set and hit it. They're just giving points right now. They got to find the court.
Winners, Kelly, Brown. Garland going to tip it off Newton's hands and down.
Wasn't pretty, but Summertown take it. Last year you would tell as a coach, you'd tell your hitters, do not set the ball because any turn in rotation at all is a double. Now you can double to your own team, you just can't double to the other team.
Yeah, they are. That's a new rule this year, and big miscommunication there to the Lady Mustangs. And
yep.
I know that's aggravating as players, and that's aggravating as a coach for sure. Kelly back to serve it up. Winters going to pass that up. Newton going to set Corbin. Corbin just going to tip it over. Gillum trying to quick push it. Laws digs it out. Newton. Cheatham. Gillum gets it again. Bonner. Emerson. And she's a bit long on that one.
And I think it would sum it up if you've been watching this series for a long time like I have. This is year 8. We're not used to seeing both the programs look a little sloppy with young players. Like these teams have been powerhouses, and so now they got younger players that they're working in, and so when the ball just lands on the floor, it's not something we've seen in a while from either team.
Yep. Kelly, Zoe, Ellie Lou Mason dug out by Winters. Potts pushed back in the corner by Corbin and down. So we've seen some of that, Tommy, in the JV game, leaving the corners kind of open, and seen that a little bit here in this third set of the varsity here in the first 2. Potts going to serve it up. Kelly over here to Zoe Bonner. Emerson, I don't know that ever got over. So Summertown looks just a bit out of sorts.
Just both teams taking turns struggling.
Yep. Potts gets it over. Kelly going to pass it up. Bonner has to go a long way, but gets it up. Gillum just going to send the free ball over. Winters, Potts, Corbin, big swing. Nice hustle and dive by Taylor Laws to come in and get that one. So Summertown wants a timeout. We'll take it with them. 8-3 lead here by Loretto. We'll be back after these messages on Make Sports.
A moment in real estate with my dad, Jeff Luke.
I get asked a lot about what the market's going to do. How's the real estate market? I've been selling real estate for a long time, and nobody has a crystal ball. And you know what? When it's your time to buy or your time to sell, it really doesn't matter what the market's doing. It's your time, and you have to do something maybe. What makes a difference is the agents and the experience that go to work for you. We're Keller Williams Hood Company, located here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We can help.
Hood Company, powered by Keller Williams, the #1 name in real estate.
This is the X Sports Network.
We're back on the X Sports Network, set 3. They each have one apiece. Potts still on the serve. 8-3 lead here. Now Loretto. Tommy, you and I were talking about how this is a roller coaster ride, really. Kelly, Bonner, Emerson tips it and just breaks it. It wasn't 100 mile an hour, but it worked.
Well, it's something we talked about, like Potts was back there serving, and Summertown was struggling, and Potts didn't give them any breaks. She just kept getting that ball in, and that's what you have to do.
Yep. Ricks gets it over. Winters passes it up. Potts back set over Corbin. Just a little timing off. Kelly going to dig it out. Bonner, Emerson. She's done that a couple times. Dug out there by Tidwell. Not so by Potts. Winters just going to have to get it over. Kelly passes it up. Bonner going to get the set. Emerson, big hit off the hands of Law. Another kill for Millie, her second here in the third set.
She's got to hit around those blockers because those are big blockers.
Winters passes it up over here to Tidwell. Tidwell tipped and got somebody in the net.
Bonner, the freshman, just a little uncertain around the net right now.
She's done a really good job.
She has.
She's blocked some, and Tommy, she's been all over the floor.
Yeah.
Several at both sides of these teams. They're playing with all heart here today.
And didn't play junior high.
Surratt, and that's going to be a kill for Emerson.
So, Bonner's not just getting used to high school. She's getting used to volleyball, so.
Her dad told me to put a plug in that she got all her talent for him, but I don't know that I totally believe that, Tom.
Well, I mean, we don't have any way to dispute it, I guess. So.
Garland blocked back and dug out by Surratt, but nice block there by Emerson.
Summertown making a run here.
Well, I've always said volleyball's a game of runs. Garland makes a service error.
And I wasn't going to say it before the serve, but I said if they're on a run, they got to get their serves in, and that's like I said with Potts a minute ago. They were on a run, and she's kept putting it in play. So
that's 10-7. Fisher comes in. Corbin back to serve it up. Ooh, ball just traded service errors. Ball goes back to Summertown. 10-8 lead, Loretto. Emerson back to serve it up. Emerson just a bit long.
Yep, game's too tight to just throw points away like that.
Nobody's perfect. I can just say that. Everybody's going to make those mistakes. Sometimes you make them at unopportune times, though. Newton. Be dug out by Ricks. Bonner over here to Brown. Brown gets a kill.
Brown gets going. That'll help Summertown a lot.
Yeah, to her defense, though, she's been hung out to dry a few times. Really hadn't got a really good look at that. And listen, folks, I'm not talking about anybody's setter. I'm just.
Well, sometimes it's the pass, sometimes it's the set, sometimes it's just teenage girls. So
blocked and down by Ellie Lou Mason. So 11-10, Loretto only winning by one.
Those blocks at the net, they're not just points, they're psychological advantages.
Yes, sir. Bonner gets it over. Winter's going to pass it up. Newton. Tidwell just going to tip it up in the air there by Cornelius. Newton over here, big swing by Bennett, dug out by Garland, and there we got over. And when I say hung out to dry, I ain't necessarily picking on any kids. I'm just saying sometimes you just can't do anything with it.
Oh, yeah. Well, and setters, they would love a perfect pass, but sometimes they don't get it. Sometimes they make a great set out of a bad pass. So
sometimes when it's coming 100 mile an hour, you can only do so much with it.
Oh, yeah.
Laws gets it over. Kelly pushes the front. Bonner, Brown. And that's a kill. 2 in a row for her. 2 swings in a row. Brown has found the hardwood. So Gillum back to serve it up. Her second time through this loss. Newton just thinks she kind of lost where she's at there, Tommy.
Yeah. I mean, with the net calls being what they are, you got to just be real careful of where you're at, and it's like a fence in softball, the fly balls. Start worrying about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of things going on through your mind. 12. Gillum. Fisher going to pass that up. Newton. Sanderson, good swing. Dug out there by Bonner. Kelly just going to pass this one over. Garland going to take a swing at it. It's going to be down in front of Laws. Garland's going to get the kill. Her first here in the third set.
This rotation scoring some points for Summertown.
That has to be a positive. Gillum serves it up again. Laws. Newton, nice hustle, but got it off the net. So 14-12 lead here by the Lady Eagles. So Gillum back to serve it up here. It's over. Winters and Laws get together. So I'll assume here, I think Coach Nick Quillen wants a timeout. Lady Eagles leading this in 15-12. We'll be back after these messages here on the X Sports Network.
For over 50 years, Southern Tennessee Regional Health System Lawrenceburg has been a cornerstone of care in Lawrence County. From cardiology to orthopedics, general surgery, primary care, and women's health, we offer compassionate expert care close to home. Our ER is now stronger than ever with more providers, chest pain accreditation, and our newest Joint Commission stroke accreditation because every second matters. Generations have trusted us for compassionate care and medical excellence. Faster, trusted, accredited. Emergency care with Hometown Heart.
This is the X Sports Network.
And we're back here. Set 3. Summertown is tucked back over the lead here, 15-12. Gillum, Laws. Cheatham sends it deep, and Kelly comes over there, and that's that percentage you and I talked about earlier, Tom.
Yeah, yep.
I really don't know what that percentage is, but
there's something to it.
It's probably higher than I think. Fisher comes out, Corbin comes in, Winters goes back to serve. Kelly passes it up. Bonner, Brown, and blocked down, and out of nowhere come Gillum, and that might have been out, Tommy. That's one of those close ones.
Yeah.
But Kelly, what a hustle for her over there to make an attempt at that.
If you're Summertown coach, you got to say, hey, don't jump into our bench. We got enough hurt girls.
Winters, Gillum. Bonner pushes it over here. Garland with the swing, and I'm going to say that one's down.
Ball hits off the block.
They say they touched it too, Tom.
Well, I saw it hit off the block. I just wasn't sure who was going to call it, but they did. So.
I got you. Yeah. Kelly going to get it over. Winter's going to pass it up. Newton's going to, and that's going to be a kill for Corbin. So 16-15, we're back and forth again. In comes Tidwell, in comes Potts. Out goes Cheatham and Newton. You got Emerson. You got Bonner. You got Ellie Lou Mason on the front. Garland, Kelly, and Gillum for the Lady Eagles. Potts, Kelly, Bonner. Mason just has to tip it over. Tidwell going to push this one over. Sanderson going to get a swing on it for the kill.
That's what you do. You just set your hitters and see what happens.
Just find a way. Just find a way. And so Potts serves over. Nice hustle by Emerson, but just 17-16. Loretto has come back here to take back over the lead. Back and forth we go again.
These serves look tough to read.
So Gillum gets it in the air. Kelly going to push it forward. Emerson takes a swing at it. Didn't get all of it. Over to Sanderson. She's going to swing again. Dug out there by Gillum. Bonner. Garland with another kill. So we're tied at 17. Back and forth, back and forth. A lot better set this time than even the first or second set.
Yeah, maybe they've ironed out any nerves or kinks.
Winters passes it up. Potts going to set it up over for Tidwell. She's just going to have to tip it up in the air by Ricks. Emerson, she just had to tip it. Laws comes out of nowhere and digs it out. Bonner going to push it over to Garland. Garland's going to be blocked. Sanderson going to get it in the air. Potts. Tidwell just has to tip it over. Dug out by Gillum. Back set. Emerson, they've done it a couple times. What a job by Winters. Blocked by Corbin. Corbin gets it in the air. Sanderson just sends it over. Going to reset. Kelly, Bonner, Emerson, blocked and down.
Those are fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm sorry, folks, if I butchered this call up. That's a lot going on at one time. Ricks back to serve. Winters passes it to the front. Potts and Corbin didn't get a lot on it, but nice job of Kelly digging it out. Emerson gets it down. Winters digs another one out. Potts sends it back over. Winters digs another one out. Potts pushes it over here. Sanderson gets a swing on it. I assume Logan's point.
Guess it was on the line.
Yeah, maybe it was a lot more in than I was anticipating there, Tom.
Yeah.
18 all. Surratt. It's over. Ricks gets it in the air. Bonner, Emerson, and that's going to be touched. I think it was touched at the net anyhow. So 19-18.
That was a quick set.
So Garland will go back to serve. So Garland going to serve it up. Winters, Potts, Bennett come a long way. It's touched the net.
So a lot on that one.
So Corbin just had to tip it back over. Garland digs it out. And that's blocked back. Nice job there by Kelly. It's going to be a free ball by Ricks over Winters. Corbin tips it in the air by Bonner. Kelly. Garland just gets it over. Winters digs it out. Potts. Bennett. Big swing. Kelly. Back to Bennett. Going to try this side. Tidwell. Out of nowhere is Garland with a dig.
Wow.
Surratt. Tidwell going to try it again. Kelly passes it up. Bonner. Emerson. Tip. And in. So 2018, Summertown Lady Eagles take a 2-point lead.
That was a lot of volleyball in that span right there.
Yes, absolutely.
A lot of volleying the ball around.
Yep.
So.
Garland still on a 3-0 run here. Bennett digs it out right in front of Winters. Corbin just going to have to tip that one over. Nice hustle there. Kelly keeps it up in the air. Cornelius gets it over. Bennett. Potts. Bennett swings, blocked down. Ball in the air. Corbin just going to push it deep. Garland gets it in the air. And another tip by Emerson and down.
I think.
So 21-18. Summertown on the backstretch. Coach Nick Quillen wants another timeout. We'll take it with him here on the Exports Network.
Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg has a legacy of being a family-owned and operated company. Since 1927, our business has grown and evolved into today's one-stop source for all your automotive supplies. But in that time, one thing has stayed the same, and that's our commitment to our customers and their needs. At Volco Auto Supply, you'll find everything for your car, truck, or even fleet of vehicles, but with good old-fashioned customer service the way it needs to be. That's Volco Auto Supply, 416 Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg. Visit VolcoAuto.com.
This is the X-Sports Network.
We're back here on the X-Sports Network, and this has been a good one so far, Tommy, for sure. Garland's on a 4-0 run here. Winters going to push that one over here. Tibble just has to tip it over. Ricks. Corbin gets it in the air. Potts back set over here. Tibble just has to tip it over. Nice job by Ricks digging it out. Surratt up in the air. Tibble pushes it back to front. Bennett takes a swing at it. Surratt gets it up in the air and down for the point. That's the block back by the Lady Eagles, 22-18.
I'll say this, Ricks made a heck of a play because Millie Emerson acted like she was going to hit it, didn't, which normally ends a disaster. She was quick enough to get it back in the air right there.
Right place, right time, right? Garland, 22-18, ball over. Surratt, and that's going to be an ace by Garland. 2 points away from taking this second set, and I always say this, Tommy, you get the 2, that puts pressure on the other for sure.
Yeah.
23-18, Garland on the serve. Winters. Potts gets it in the air somehow, and that's going to be the kill by Tidwell. Off the hands of Garland.
That was hit hard. I wasn't sure if it was in, but it got enough of a player that it removed all doubt. So
I think that's one that Garland probably had to try for, Tommy.
It was close enough. It was tempting.
Yep. Corbin back to serve it up. Ball down, dug out by Ricks. Bonner. Emerson. Corbin. Potts gets it in the air. Tibble wants to take a back step. Kelly going to pass that up. Bonner over here to Cornelius. Good hit. Good dig by Surratt. A lot of people at the net. Tibble gets it up. Fisher tips it up in the air. Potts just gets it over. Dug out by Garland. And that's going to be tipped and down by Emerson.
That's tough. I mean, Loretto is probably thinking, why don't we have someone over there? But when you're double blocking, you almost have to have the block because if the hitter figures out that's open, it's there.
24-19, set point here. Emerson serves it up. Winters passes it up. Potts back set over to Tibble. Tibble, that'll be dug out by Garland. Ricks gets it up in the air. Cornelius gets it over. Surratt just got a hand on it. And the Lady Eagles will take set number 2, 25-19. And they're one set away from taking this match here this evening. We'll be back with set number 4 after these messages here on the X Sports Network.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
LUS is committed to our customers, from providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service. LUS is there. At LUS, we're always challenging everything we know, every day. We strive to improve efficiency and reliability while focusing on our responsibility to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled day to bring you breaking news out of Summertown, Tennessee, where a one-of-a-kind property has just hit the market and it's turning heads all over the region. Reports confirm this is no ordinary home. We're talking about a stunning 16-acre estate featuring a modern ranch-style home with almost 3,000 square feet of single-level living space, meticulously designed for comfort and style. Sources say the property comes with its very own mother-in-law home and a 30 by 90 workshop that has an 800 square foot apartment. In the center of it all is your own private resort, a sparkling pool surrounded by an awesome pool house, a place to unwind, to entertain, and to make every day feel like you're on vacation. Opportunities like this don't stay on the market very long, so for more information, contact Stacy Springer, 931-242-9263 before the story changes. This has been your breaking news real estate update. Now back to you.
We're back here at 4th set action here. We're, as the other times, Tommy, Summertown's come away with that first point.
Yeah, that was a good dig out. Loretto had them. Yep. They dug that one out.
It's a good block by Fisher, but nice dig by the Lady Eagles. Newton going to set over at Cheatham. That's going to be dug out by Zoe Bonner. Ball going to be pushed over here. Garland going to take a swing on it. Law's going to dig it out. Newton. Cheatham going to tip it over. Gillum going to dig that one out. Bonner going to push it up the front. And down. A nice block there by Fisher.
Yep.
And found a spot there that for one time they were in a blue jersey.
Yeah. Well, and Fisher just being aggressive right there with her hands. That's good things happen.
Yep. You know, y'all had Summertown had a lot of success that in the last set. Kelly going to pass that up. Bonner over here. Emerson. Sanderson going to dig that one out. Newton over to Sanderson. You're going to get a swing on it. Dug out by Kelly. Ball pushed over here. Garland going to take a swing on it. Corbin got hands on it. Winter sends it over here. Sanderson puts that in over. Bonner digs it out. Gillum. Garland. Winters digs that one out. Newton. And down. Ball quickly. Nice job by Kelly. Garland gets it over to Emerson. Emerson gets that one over. Sanderson going to take a swing on it. Nice hit by Bella Grace Sanderson.
Finally, someone hit that ball hard.
You know, you just keep waiting. You're like, somebody's going to hit it in a minute. You know?
Yeah.
So Winter's going to be back to serve it up. Got some kind of question here at the.
Well, they're saying there was a throw, but they haven't called a throw all year.
We're a little late on that, ain't we? I mean, I guess you got to wait till the play gets over with, though.
Yeah.
I think there's more throws than.
Yeah, they're getting more prevalent.
Yeah, I think so. You can kind of see it, I think. Winters. And off the top of the net, Tommy, if you could master that.
Oh, yeah. You do it every time if you could.
Yeah. So Loretto, 2-point lead here. And so Winters gets that over. Kelly going to pass it up. Honor has to go a long way to get it. Emerson just has to tip that over. Newton there to dig it out. Winters over to Sanderson, and she's going to hit that a little long.
She don't get cheated on her swing.
No. Well, that's all right. That was close still. I mean,
what grade is she?
She's a freshman.
Freshman, okay.
Freshman this year.
So she's going to be
Ricks, Newton, Corbin. Nice move by her to get it over. Kelly passes it up. Bonner and Emerson in at the net. Again, tips it. Newton gets it in the air. Sanderson, a big another swing. Dug out by Kelly. Bonner, Garland, tipped at the net. Laws passes up. Newton, Cheatham, tipped by Garland and down.
Wow.
Yeah, Cheatham, I think, was probably wanted to push that a little further, but nice job of Garland getting her hands on it.
Yeah, Garland being active there, too. So.
Yep. Ricks gets it over. We're all tied up. Newton gets this one back this way. Corbin didn't move. Dug out by Gillum. Emerson just tips it down. She's finding the soft spots. I mean, she ain't swinging, but she's finding just
I was thinking both big hitters for each team are kind of being precise right now.
Yeah.
And then you got Sanderson as a freshman just swinging away.
She's welling at it.
She is. She's like, somebody's going to hit it hard. It might as well be me.
Winters passes up to Newton. Cheatham. Kelly digs it out. Bonner. Garland. Tipped at the net. Dug out by Laws. Newton. Sanderson swings again and long again, but just as you said, she's not taking that off.
As a freshman, though, if you say, hey, we get that down, we're in business.
Yeah, I mean, it's a long season, too. You know?
Yeah.
Plenty of time to work on that.
Yeah.
Ricks gets it over. Cheatham passes it up. Corbin, she's going to swing, and that's going to be wide.
That's, again, she's a powerhouse, and she was just trying to be a surgeon right there.
Yep. 6'3".
They're going to need the extra ball. And
it comes.
We don't have one. There we go.
Yeah, guess 6'3", 4-0 run here. Cheatham digs it out. Newton. Sanderson going to hit it again. It's tipped, and that's going to be a kill. Keep feeding her. Keep swinging like that. Good things are bound to happen.
She's like, sure, I might hit a few out, but I'm going to hit some down.
6-4. Summertown still leading this one. Leading it so far, if you're just tuning in here on the X Sports Network, Lady Eagles are up 2-1 over the Lady Mustangs. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, I'm Malin Fisher beside Mr. Tommy Emerson and our producer extraordinaire, Mr. Kevin Wright, bringing this to you tonight. Good swing there by Garland. That almost got up there where we was at.
I hadn't seen him run that before. Emerson went around like it was going to be back set, and Garland come up the middle. So that may be something new they're working on, but the blocker went with Emerson.
That's a good swing by Garland, but a good hustle by Winters. Try to dig that out.
Yeah.
Garland back here. Winters going to pass that up. Corbin. Kelly.
Wow.
Bonner got it over. Good job. Ball in the air. Corbin going to tip that up in the air by Bonner. Ricks passes it over here. Tipped by Cornelius. Back over by Tidwell. Bonner going to set this one up backwards for Emerson. She just got a little miscommunication here. And to be honest with you, I didn't think it even got over.
Yeah. Well, Bonner just not knowing where she was there.
7-5.
But you can do more with aggressiveness, I guess, than not. But
honestly, I thought it was short. I thought it hit this side, but Surratt dug out by Ricks. Bonner. Emerson tips it again, and that's been her spot.
Yeah.
That has definitely been her spot, not only in this set, but
I think we got injured. Surratt having some, I think when she dove, maybe hit the floor.
Yeah, she's tough. Her dad's a bricklayer. I'm sure that's probably not the first thing she's hit hard. Emerson, Corbin. And, nice pancake there. And that's just going to be odd. Nice job by Garland. No.
She had a player behind her ready to hit it, and she just popped up and hit it anyway.
So 8-6 Summertown leads this about 2. Corbin goes back to serve it up. Ball's over. Garland going to push that up. Bonner. Brown just has to get it over for a free ball. Bennett. Potts. Back row Corbin. And it's what happened? Oh.
Wow.
I don't understand it. He caught a jump ball.
It's because they blew the whistle. I don't know if it was inadvertent. The ref blew the whistle before the play was dead and messed up both teams. So.
Yeah, for real.
So I was going to say, I don't know who's going to take advantage on that, but it ended up being Summertown. But I don't know the refs are going to walk out of here with a lot of hellos and how are yous today.
Yeah. It was a good hustle by Kelly to get to that ball.
Yeah, I don't know if they just assumed it was out or what.
I don't. Bennett passes that up, and Bennett going to get just a little bit of swing on it. Kelly going to pass it up. Bonner, Brown going to tip it. Fisher hits it, and that's going to be out of bounds.
That was just bad. I mean, it was right on the fingertips. A little bit more. Summertown had nobody over there.
So 10-6, Summertown pulled out to a 4-point lead. That jump ball could work in anybody's favor, and so far it's been in Summertown's. Bonner, Kelly pushes it over here to Cornelius, gets a swing on it. Winters gets it in the air. Potts pushes it over to Bennett. Bennett, big swing, and it's down. I thought that might have been touched too. I think, I don't know.
That's a hard call there. But
well, from where I'm at, I just kind of go by the trajectory of the ball,
right.
You know, how it jumps, and that's not right. I'm not saying that's the way to do that. But Newton serves it up, ball's over. Garland gets it in the air. Ellie Lee Mason and Kelly run in together. Winters digs it out. Newton, Cheatham. She's going to hit that one. That's going to go long. So 11-7. Summertown Lady Eagles lead this one.
It's been a long time line judging. You got to kind of see it as soon as it does and get your call up.
Yep.
Can't trust it if it's already past you.
It happens so quick.
Yeah.
Gillum. Winters digs that now. Newton, Cheatham. Nice hit there by Avy Cheatham. And somehow Brown gets the ball in the air. Newton gets it up. Over by Surratt. Kelly. Bonner. Brown. Newton.
Just catching each other off guard right here. No one's hitting it hard. No one's hitting it past anybody. They're just catching each other off guard.
Well, Sanderson's hitting it hard.
Sanderson's swinging away.
Yeah, she's swinging away, Tom. Yeah. Fisher passes that one up front. Newton. Bennett. She gets a pretty good swing on it, but it's long. 14-7. Lady Eagles have doubled them up here. Oh, 13-7. I can't count. You know.
A baker's dozen.
Yeah, that's it. Gillum. 13-8.
Say, when you're on a run, you got to get those serves in.
It's almost like you want the other team to make the mistake. Oh, you know, you want to put the pressure on them. 13-8.
Especially when you hit it in the net. Guaranteed point.
Both teams have showed some very positive things here today and some things they need to both work on. Laws. Kelly going to pass that in Bonner to Garland. Garland just going to tip it. Newton going to get it in the air. Laws. Push over. Fisher just has to do a free ball. Up in the air by Brown. Bonner. Ellie Lou Mason's going to put this in a little bit long. So 13-9.
For Summertown, they don't want their setter back setting off a bump to a hitter very often. So,
well, if it works out, it's great. Kelly. Bonner. Ellie Lou Mason tips it. There's Cheatham waiting on that. Newton pushes out here. Sanderson hits another kill. She's had a pretty good day, Tommy.
She has. The odds are in her favor. She swings like that. She's going to make something happen.
She may need to ice her arm down here after a while. Ball's over by Laws. Bonner pushes it this way. Garland takes a swing and blocked by Cheatham. She come in with a big block earlier in one of the sets. And
Summertown's got to find someone in this rotation that can hit the ball down.
And you and I have talked about that here tonight a little bit, about rotations, how key it is. And Laws hits that in wide right. So 13-11. 14-11. Finally got to 14.
There you go. It's like you're a prophet.
No. Kelly gets it over. Dug out by Winters. Laws hits it over. Sanderson gets some work just to get it over. And Garland going to bump that up. Bonner back to Garland, and that's out. So I'm still learning this sport a little bit about what happens here and there, but 14-12. Winters, Kelly passes that one up. Bonner, Ellie Lou Mason, and gets the kill.
There you go. Summertown's got to find another hitter like that.
And Ellie Lou's been swinging tonight, just been a little long, so that has to give her some confidence.
Yeah, and if you don't get a lot of sets like that and swings, then you're kind of tight.
Yep. Ricks gets it over. Cheatham passes it up. Newton, Sanderson, another swing dug out by Gillum. Bonner and Corbin go at it at the net, and Corbin.
That's all you can do right there if you're Summertown. Just hope that you can tip it over. Their big hitters at the net.
Yep. 15-13. Still back and forth here. Kind of seen that at last set. Then Summertown finally pulled away when they got on the back stretch. Potts. Ball's up and down. Ricks gets under it. Kelly. Emerson just gets it over. Winters to Potts to Sanderson. Block back. Nice job by Emerson. Corbin. She's going to push it to the corner. Down for the kill. She's been kind of working on that a little bit here in the last couple sets.
Yeah. Well, we talked about the back line likes to ease up and watch what's going on. So.
Yep. 15-14. Potts gets it over. Kelly going to pass that up. Bonner, Emerson.
I said this is one of those you just go by the player's reaction of which side it landed on.
He just kind of squirted out, and
I guess it went off a blocker's hand and down, but it just didn't look like it.
So Emerson gets another kill. She's back to Garland, serves it up. Nice dig there by Corbin. Laws gets it over. Bonner, Emerson, Potts, Corbin. Kelly digs it out. Bonner. Cornelius gets a swing on it. Up in the air by Tidwell. Tipped by Corbin. And down by Bonner. (17-14). Lady Eagles lead this one by 3. Garland, she had a good run at serving a while ago. She's back there again. Yep. I do apologize, Miss Gardner. I did not mean any ill will toward that.
Yeah, guys, that's been the run, and that's been a difference. In Loretta's had 2 servers that come in on runs and be automatic.
Yep.
And Summertown's had runs where their server is who ended the run.
Yep. 17-15. Strat comes in. Garland passes up. Bonner. Emerson just going to tip it. There's Tidwell. Corbin going to get it over. Dug out by Garland. Bonner going to push it this way. Cornelius with the big swing. Dug out by Winters. Potts. Bennett. And that's going to be off the hands of Ricks. And 17-16. Loretto trails by 1. Another good volley there.
Good play.
Yep. Srat gets it over. It's going to be dug out by Ricks. Bonner going to get in the air. Cornelius. And that's going to be blocked and down. And we're all squared at 17.
It's just one of those momentum shifts right here.
And she's a freshman too, Tommy, right? I mean, Cornelius, she's a freshman, correct?
Yes, Ava Cornelius.
I don't know that ball ever got over, really.
I think the ref has brought the captain over and is going to do a card here.
What happened? He dropped his red card. I don't know what that all about.
Well, I know Summertown's coach was asking if he knew what a double was and a few other things, but
really, what's a yellow card mean other than it's just a yellow? Yeah. It's just like a warning.
It's just it's a warning. So
hey, sometimes you need to get those to fire your team up. It's nothing.
Yeah, it can. Well, and here's the thing, and I'll say this, and I'm a firm believer that bad calls are just a part of the game.
Oh yeah.
Our refs around, kind of struggle with volleyball rules, and win by 10 and it won't matter.
Yeah.
That's what I say. So if you're up big, Bad calls don't affect you at all.
If you've never put an official uniform on, you don't understand the struggle sometimes. If anything, Tommy, this light water gut plays effect on both teams.
Yeah.
You've stopped the flow of play here.
Yep.
Loretto pushed back, 2-0 run, and now it's just like a timeout.
That's what I say. It's like a timeout, but not one. So.
Yep.
But it could work in Loretta's advantage because it could work in Summertown's advantage if they're fired up. So.
You're right.
Only time will tell here. So the R2 is explaining it to the scores table. That's our delay right now.
I didn't know if it was that he was ordering lunch, Tommy. I can't figure out what he was doing, really. So we're ready to go. Surratt, see, just like that.
So we see what, we knew it was going to be one or the other.
Just like a timeout.
But I will say that the up ref did initiate that, so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I ain't blaming on nobody there.
Well, normally that's not how it goes, but that's actually how that one went. So.
Winters, Corbin just going to push it deep and touched by Ricks. I think that might have been long, Tommy.
That was out for sure. But
hey, Ricks, great hustle.
Well, for Corbin, that's why you put it so close to the line to make players make plays like that. So
18-18, Corbin on the serve and long. 19-18.
It's like those serves. If you hit it straight in the net, nobody's going to touch it. You get it close to that back line, someone might.
19-18, Bonner back on the serve. Ball in the air. Bennett, that's going to be an ace. Miss Mason's got to make a better play on that.
She does.
Yep.
Somebody's got to call that one in the air.
Yep. We need to talk to her after the game. That wasn't much effort. 2018, Summertown on the backstretch. Bennett gets it in the air. Potts sets it over here. Fisher, big swing and down. By Shanna Fisher.
Right off the block and down to the side.
So big swing. So 2019, back and forth. So regardless how this turns out, Tommy, this just goes to show you how these programs are progressing here early in the year. Kelly over here in Cornelius gets it over. Fisher just has to tip it, and nobody home, and we're tied. And so Andrea Kelly wants a timeout. We're squared at 20. We'll be back here with the fourth set again here in just a little bit on X Sports Network.
This is the X Sports Network.
We're back here on the X Sports Network. Summertown High School here, 20-20. We're all tied here in set number 4. Newton back to serve. Ball's over. Kelly going to pass that one over there. Nice job of Cornelius to get it back. Garland just going to send a free ball over. Going to back set over here to Cheatham, and ball's out of bounds. Yeah, just kind of that hung out to dry.
Yeah. Loretto didn't need that. They were rolling.
Yep.
Just a simple play there probably would have put them ahead.
So good timely timeout by Coach Andrea Kelly. 21-20, Summertown Lady Eagles lead. Fisher passes it up. Newton over to Bennett. Bennett going to get it. Kelly going to dig it out. Bonner. And nice job there by Garland, but a good hustle there by Surratt. And Cheatham. So 22-20. 22-20. Lady Eagles got the momentum right now. And timeout by Loretto. We'll take it with them. We're watching Lady Girls Volleyball here on the X Sports Network.
Comprehensive care with a compassionate touch. That will always be the guarantee at Encompass Healthcare in Etheridge, Tennessee. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or weight loss treatments, the team at Encompass is equipped to serve your needs today. The doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5 and from 8 to noon on Fridays. Make an appointment with providers Kendra Brown, Tori Cox, or Ellie Brown today. That's Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, next door to Chapman Tire.
This is the X Sports Network.
We're back here on the X Sports Network. Gillum gets it over. Fisher. And that's going to be down for 2 points away from Summertown securing this fourth set and taking this match 3-1, 23-20. Gillum. Ball's in the air. Winters. Surratt. And that's going to be 1 point away, 24-20.
That floater ball she hits, it sits perfectly still when it comes over. So it's like a little, just a little knuckleball.
Well,
we got a fan keeping a ball as a souvenir over there, maybe.
It's like a baseball. You're supposed to keep it.
Yeah.
24-20, which has been a great set here, regardless how it comes out. Gillum, Winters, Newton, Bennett. Kelly digs it out. I think that's 4 hits.
Yep.
I didn't know for a minute they was going to call that, but
yeah, you got to know that when you're the player. Like, it didn't get over, I got to hit it over. So
it just went slow for a minute there. 24-21. Lady Eagles 1 point away.
The door open for Loretto right here.
Laws. Ball over. Kelly passes it up. Bonner shoves it over here to Garland. Garland with the kill. And Summertown Lady Eagles will take the first district matchup between these two. Loretto will go to 2-1 in the district. I assume Summertown's 3-0, right, Tommy?
That's right.
And so kind of what we expected, back and forth. But I don't think it's the last time these two teams will battle out this year.
No, and I was thinking, if Loretto won that last set, that was consistent serving by 2 to 3 players for Loretto there that just come in, automatic, put their serve in, and Summertown struggled to get a consistent serve, but still pulled it off.
Well, once again, I'm honored to be up here in the Eagles Nest with you, Tommy. Thank you for allowing me to be here, not throwing me off this perch here.
Honored to have you up here. I'm surprised you could fit coming up the thing with that height. So
once again, it's always a blessing to be a part of X Nest Network and bring these games to you. From myself, Malin Fisher, from Mr. Tommy Emerson, our producer extraordinary, Mr. Kevin Wright. Everyone have a good night. Full slate of football tomorrow night. We're going to support our local teams. Everyone have a great night.
This is the X Sports Network.